What's good, YouTube? This is your boy, Mr. OG with the Kicks, and I'm back at you again with another video about my prison life. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you got a woman, please don't allow her to work in no prison. That's what the title's about, and exactly what I mean. Women working in prison. You know, you got 1,500 to 2,000 inmates at the prison I was at. And one thing about it, there's gonna be a man in there that she finds attractive. And one thing about those men in there, they're wolves. Man, they've been in there for a long period of time without women. They're gonna do anything they can to try to come up. For one, a woman will bring that pack in for you. That pack means, drugs, money, cell phones, whatever you need. So you definitely want to get her locked in. And in my situation, I was in prison at the time for maybe like 4 years. I remember coming from the gym working out, and I worked for the unit manager. Unit manager is like a person, she's over part of the prison. She's not the warden, but she's right up underneath the warden. And, the unit manager secretary, she used to look at me all the time, man. I'm talking about she kept her eyes on me. But I never thought anything about it. And one day, a guy, John, we call him white folks, you know what I'm saying? He was a white gangster disciple. One day, John told me, hey, man, I think Miss Laura like you. I said, man, that white woman don't like me. That woman ain't never been with no black man. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I said that, she was from that area. And where we was at, that town was nothing but, a bunch of country white people. And I knew they hadn't been around no black people. I said, man, I'm not gonna get myself outside my curtain and get myself locked up and put in a hole for trying to say something stupid, you know what I'm saying, for thinking she liked me. But she just kept on looking at me and looking at me. And John had went home by the time he had made parole. So one day I said, hey, ma'am, Miss Laura, if you don't mind, I really want to ask you something. The unit manager was gone to a meeting, and it was just me and her right there, and I was back there cleaning up, sweeping the floor. She said, Carlos, you can ask me anything you want to. I said, I don't want to get in any trouble. She said, I promise you, you can say anything to me you want, and it won't be a problem. I said, Miss Laura, I could be wrong. I've been locked up for a while. It might just be my mind playing tricks on me. But I see you always watching me. You know what I'm saying? I wonder, do you, like, what I'm saying, want to holler at me or not? I see it just like that. My game was rusty. I wasn't up on business. I hadn't talked to a woman in a long time. She told me, well, you know what I'm saying, I think you're attractive. I find you handsome. When she said that right there, bingo, that's all I needed to hear. It was a go. Me and her started from there talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying little stuff to her every time I get a chance. The unit manager's not around. And just, taking my shot. So one day, one of my homeboys, his name is Ty Fly, he came down to the annex. Annex is like a lower class of security where you go to when your points drop low. You get to go outside and work outside the fence and all that stuff. So the annex is for people that's not getting in trouble and about to go home. So I tell Ty Fly, exactly. I say, hey man, I need you to watch this door for me. Make sure nobody don't come back here or nothing. I go back there, man. I say, hey, Laura, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something. She said, well, my cycle's on. Y'all know what the cycle is. I'm trying to use the right words for this. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube don't kill my video. She said, well, my cycle's on. I said, well, look here. And man, I said it just like this. I haven't been with a woman in almost 5 years now. I said, you done got my paperwork. You know I don't got no diseases, no nothing. I said, I don't mess around with no men in here or nothing. So, if you don't mind, could you, give me a little top? She said, top? I said, yeah, top. And she thought about it. She started laughing. And you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking she gonna say no. Next time I know, she had my zipper in her hands and it went from there. Man, I'm telling you, after that right there, she brought me anything I want. She was bringing me money in. She was bringing me McDonald's in. Anything that I needed from the outside world, she was bringing it in. And I was one of the lucky ones. A lot of times people get caught, but I didn't get caught. We had the relationship probably going on for almost another year. And I ain't gonna lie to you, she wasn't that attractive, you know what I'm saying? But to me, she was my Marilyn Monroe. Cause I was in there, and I mean, when you locked up, everything looked good. So I thought I had something, man. And when I got out of prison, I remember her. She drove all the way about 2 hours away to where I stayed at, came and seen me, brought me $500. You know what I'm saying? I knocked off one more time. After that, it was hasta la visa, baby. I didn't want to see her no more. You know what I'm saying? I had got what I wanted out of her, and she just wasn't the type of woman I wanted to be with. And on top of that, she was a married woman. You know what I'm saying? She used to tell me all kind of stories about her husband and their sex life and everything. I'm telling you, boy, you don't know the things women do when they around a bunch of men, and those men are locked up. So if you got any sense, I'm giving you some real advice. Do not allow your woman to work in no prison. You too have a good day.